Hey guys, it's Christy. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about booking your reservations. I use a travel agent, but I literally do all the research myself and send it to them and say, hey, do this. That way I don't have to get up in the morning and call in and stress about everything. So what I did this year is I went ahead and booked for my travel time for a moderate resort, because we normally stay in a moderate resort. You can book up to 499 days in advance. So we book our time period as early as possible at a moderate resort that we want to stay at. This year we booked it for French Quarter. Then I kept a lookout in April to see if any free dining was coming open. And it popped up free dining for our time period that we were staying there. And we use a regular dining plan. We don't like the quick service. We like the regular one where you can get the table service and the quick service. So you have to have a deluxe resort in order to get the regular. A moderate and a value resort gets the quick service plan. So when I saw that, I looked at the list of resorts that had it, and we booked Animal Kingdom Lodge. So it's official. We are staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and we got free dining. And when I say free dining, so technically it's not 100% free. How it works is you have to be in a resort that is listed on the list within that time period. It doesn't have to be the full time period. Say it ends on your first night there. As long as you book for that one night, you get it for that whole week. So that's really good. And then you have to have the park hopper. So if you don't normally purchase the park hopper, you have to purchase that in addition to your regular package, which is cheaper. It's way cheaper than the dining plan, so it's worth it. So we booked for the Animal Kingdom Lodge, added the park hopper, and when our travel agent booked, we normally do 5 days in the park and 1 day at Universal. He booked for 6 days, and then he's like, well, I'll cancel the 1 day, and it will be, well, our nights are there, but he was talking about park tickets, and it'll drop at $40. And I was like, $40 for 4 people? That's $10 a person. I told him just to leave the 6th day. That way, if the day we get there, we want to go into the park, we can. Or the day we go to Universal, we want to leave early and then go into a park, we can. We'll have that 1 extra day to do whatever, and we won't be restricted. All in all, from going to the moderate resort to the deluxe resort and getting park hopper and having 1 extra day in the park, my price difference was $200. $200 more because we got the free dining, so that took away a lot of money. But we upgraded to a deluxe, and then we added the park hopper and an extra day, and it was only $200 more. It would be $160 more if we hadn't selected for that extra day. So to me, it is very worth booking just whatever you want to book. I don't know. There's 2 ways you could do it. You can book what you know you're going to be able to afford 499 days out. And once those, and I researched it, I was like, okay, if we, like, because you can look at all the previous dining reservations or free dining experiences, you can look and see what the typical resorts are that are on it. So you can sit there and price it out yourself and be like, okay, if I book this resort from, and it's not going to be exact because you want to use your current year because they don't have it posted out for the next year. So if I book this resort from this day to this day, minus the dining plan, plus the park hopper, what's the price? Can I afford this? And if it's within your budget to do that, then jump up to a deluxe and get that dining plan. So that's what I did. I listed out 4 of the resorts that were receiving the standard dining plan, and I picked the one that fit in my budget the best, which was Animal Kingdom Lodge. And then I just told him, the day that I saw that it comes, actually I told him 3 days before, I was like, this is coming up, this is what I want. And then the day that it came out, I messaged him and I was like, it's out, will you book this? He booked it and everything was great. So this year what we did, and maybe I shouldn't have done it this way because this year for next year, because it may come back to bite me in the butt, because it worked perfectly last year for this year, is this year I went ahead and booked the deluxe resort that I want. The main reason I did that is because I noticed that the deluxe resort that I was one of the other deluxe resorts I was looking at for this year didn't have any availability. So I went ahead and booked that resort for next year. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the butt, because that is something different than what I did this year. Because I still want the free dining, but if I can't get that resort and then I have to just go with whatever is left open, what if my moderate resorts that I like are not open and completely booked? Then I'm biting myself in the butt. And I have a feeling that they might be, because next year we're not going at the same time, we're going around Thanksgiving. And it may end up having to book one extra day, because I'm pretty sure they don't offer dining Thanksgiving week. I think they start it the Saturday after, and it has to be a night that you're staying there, and we normally check out on Saturday. So I may have to actually check out on Sunday. I'll have to do a little more research on that when it's closer to time. They don't have all that stuff out yet. But anyway, that's how we do it. We either book the moderate resort that we would like to stay at and hope that we can get free dining for a deluxe resort and then transfer it over, or we do what we did this year for next year and book the resort that we actually want, that we think will have deluxe dining. And you can find that all online. The typical, from what I've researched, the typical resorts that get the free dining is Animal Kingdom, Yacht and Beach Club, Saratoga, and Grand Floridian. Those are the 4, technically 5 if you count Yacht and Beach as separate. Other than that, I don't really have any pointers. Last year was our first year, and we totally missed the free dining. We got free dining this year, and I don't know. I think the best thing to do, in my personal opinion, from experience, is book where you know you can afford. Change later, but make sure you do all the research in between so you're not blindsided by the different price, because it is going to be different. It's probably going to be about a $200 difference, or depending on if you book the Grand Floridian, it's going to be more than a $200 difference. So just pay close attention to what you think the pricing difference is and play around. You can go to My Disney Experience and sit there and like, oh, okay, I want 7 days and nights, this is like 5 days of park tickets, or however you want to do it, however many days of park. Your park tickets can be separate from your nights. You can book 7 nights and only go to the park 4 nights, 4 days. You can change those out, and if you change those out, it brings the price down. The more park tickets you get, the higher the price, obviously. You do have to book at least 3, maybe 4 nights, I think, to get the free dining. You can't just do 1 or 2 nights. It has to be a package. And yeah, play with it. Go out there, say, okay, this is the price of my package now. This moderate resort, I've got the memory maker, I've got the dining plan, I've got this, and my price is $5,000. Obviously, it's not going to be $5,000 exactly. It will change. So what would it be with a deluxe package minus the dining plan, but adding in the park hopper? Because you have to add in the park hopper to get free dining. And if it's within your budget, then you're golden. If not, and you want to do the quick service one, do the quick service one. That's fine. Our family, we just like to have a table service meal and a quick service meal. So it's all completely up to you, but definitely do your research beforehand so you know what you're wanting to book for your free dining. There are several resorts that do it. There are several that don't. If you want to stay at the Polynesians, then you'll just have to pay for dining because that is never on there. It seems to be the most popular resort, which I don't blame them. It's a beautiful resort. I'd love to stay there. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you have any more questions, I know I went through it pretty fast. Leave me some comments and I'll respond. Thanks for watching. Have a great one. Bye.